Hello and welcome back to the old 62, where I'm going to be talking about characters from before Crisis on Infinite Earths and cool characters that we could bring back and we totally should because they're interesting and why not? I mean, death doesn't mean anything. Even though Crisis on Infinite Earths made these characters not exist, we could still do it, because death is meaningless in comics. I mean, that's for you guys to decide, and you guys can fight on this if you want. If you want to bring these characters back, you know what you have to do. You have to really push for it, because Crisis on Infinite Earths was mid-80s, so these guys haven't been seen since before that. The last character we looked at hadn't been seen since 1960. So, today we're going to be looking at Superlad. Now, you might be curious as to which one. If you know, there's three of them. There was the Superlad robot, which looked identical to Superman, but it was a robot. And then there was Superlad, another persona of Jimmy Olsen. It's basically Jimmy Olsen with Superman-ish powers. And then there's the third Superlad. And that's the one we're going to be talking about, which was basically a clone of Kara Zor-El. But I don't know why it turned out to be a male clone. I don't know. So let's delve right into the history and see what happened, because I can't make sense of that. I've read this before, but it's been a really long time, so let's go. Superlad was created by Dr. Fort. There's no link there, so he's even more outdated and less relevant than this character that's not been seen since 1974. So, another one with only one appearance. So, our last character only had one appearance, so that's interesting. So, this Dr. Fort created Superlad 3, a scientist teaching at Van Deer University. For some reason, that has a link, but Dr. Fort has no link. It's just black words, like the rest of the wiki here. I don't know. After extracting a single cell from Supergirl's hand using a diversion and a special laser, he used the cell in his experimental proto-creator to grow an exact duplicate of Supergirl. However, the proto-creator short-circuited during the process, resulting in the duplicate being a male. Okay, so it's comic book logic, but at least we know what happened. Superlad was not born with the knowledge of right and wrong, and simply obeyed whatever Dr. Fort told him to do. Dr. Fort commanded him to get money for his research. Superlad encountered Supergirl, who he considered his sister, his twin. He flew to a nearby town and robbed a bank, much to Supergirl's dismay, and they fought. Supergirl attempted to tell him that stealing is against the law. He gained the upper hand when he punched the ground, opening a fissure beneath Supergirl's feet and escaping with the money. So, yeah, he's tough. Can Supergirl do that? I don't think we saw that in the live-action show. I don't think she's ever shown that much strength. But I mean, she probably did in other stuff. I mean, she's tough, so I'm not even gonna question. My lack of knowledge makes me want to, but I'm not gonna. One of the bags of money was pierced during the battle, leaving a trail of money behind as Superlad returned to Dr. Fort's lab. Superlad began questioning what was right and wrong, and where he came from. Dr. Fort revealed that he was, in fact, a clone of Supergirl, who just so who just so happened to arrive at that moment. Nabbing a gun, Superlad stopped Supergirl. Both parties tried to sway him. Unable to choose between his sister and his creator, Superlad instead he committed suicide, allowing for Supergirl to capture Dr. Fort and take him into custody. I did not see that coming. When was this? October 1974. Why? I did not see that coming. Like, so this guy, I don't even want to touch that. That is some, oddly enough, like, for the time, dark. Like, it's not really dark now, considering what DC does nowadays. It doesn't matter. But for the time period, wow, I'm just... So let's see about powers and abilities. Obviously, Kryptonian physiology, solar energy absorption, heat vision, super hearing, enhanced vision, electromagnetic spectrum vision, telescopic vision, X-ray vision. They probably didn't list all this stuff in the comic, but it's like basic information, because he is a Kryptonian clone. Oddly enough, a perfect one. Like, they had to mix Connor Kent with Lex Luthor, because Match was too insane. He ended up like Bizarro almost. Match being Lex Luthor's first attempt to make a clone of Superman. It didn't go well, so he had to make Connor Kent half human. So I don't know how they're gonna explain this guy if they bring him back, but I think they should, because a clone of Supergirl that turned out to be a guy, that's just an interesting story. Microscopic vision, infrared vision, flight, obviously, invulnerability, superhuman stamina, superhuman strength. That's what I said. I think a lot of these are just obvious of, you know, what's expected from a Kryptonian clone. Superhuman speed, agility, reflexes, super breath, vulnerability to kryptonite and magic. Yeah, so basically just a Kryptonian clone, and I think this is a really interesting character. He's only got one appearance, and I have no idea what DC was thinking. Like, this is 1974. You don't do that. I can't get over this. I'm blown away. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say here. That was his entire history, and his powers and abilities, and his weaknesses. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Obviously, if you want to see what he looks like, he is the thumbnail, or you can look him up on dc.wikia.com/Superlad III Earth 1. So I guess I might as well link that. I didn't link Super Menace in his episode. I did not do that. Well, I mean, anyone could look it up. It's relatively easy to find. I guess I don't have to link it. I really hate, like, providing links and stuff because, I mean, one, this is easy to find. Two, this is, like, anyone can do this. Just not me, because that means I would have to do more for my video. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, and peace. On that note, I should probably go. Sounds like someone needs me. So, peace.